Have you ever wondered how strategic bombing, a critical aspect of modern warfare, came into being? It was during the tumultuous times of World War I when the concept of strategic bombing was hatched. At the onset of the war, aircrafts were primarily used for reconnaissance missions. They were the eyes in the sky, providing valuable information about enemy positions and movements. However, as the war progressed, the role of aircrafts evolved. The belligerents began to realize the potential of these machines, not just for gathering intelligence, but for carrying out attacks against enemy targets behind the front lines. This shift marked the advent of strategic bombing. It was a game changer, a new form of warfare that both sides were eager to explore and exploit. From dropping rudimentary bombs by hand to developing specialized bomber aircraft, the use of the sky as a battlefield was a revolutionary concept. And thus, amidst the chaos of World War I, the concept of strategic bombing took flight. As the concept of strategic bombing was born, how did the belligerents of World War I implement it in practice? To begin with, Germany took to the skies with their imposing Zeppelins. These massive airships carried out numerous bombing raids over England and France, causing significant disruptions and instilling fear in their adversaries. The Zeppelins were not only a symbol of German technological prowess, but also a practical tool for reaching targets far beyond the front lines. In response, the Allied forces of Britain and France rose to the challenge. They developed their own long-range bombers, capable of delivering payloads to enemy territory. These bombers were not just a reactive measure, but a strategic move that expanded the scope of warfare to include the enemy's industrial and civilian infrastructure. In 1918, Britain took a significant step by establishing the Independent Air Force, a unit dedicated solely to strategic bombing. With the war raging on, strategic bombing became a key player on the chessboard of warfare. The end of World War I did not signify the end of strategic bombing. So what legacy did it leave behind? Let's delve into the aftermath. The concept of strategic bombing had fundamentally altered the dynamics of warfare. No longer was the battlefield restricted to the front lines. Now, targets deep within enemy territories were fair game. This opened up a new dimension of warfare, the implications of which were deeply felt in the subsequent World War II. Suddenly, factories, infrastructure, and even civilian populations became valid military objectives, significantly broadening the scope and impact of conflicts. This was a game changer. Warfare was no longer just soldier versus soldier, it was nation versus nation, and today, the strategy continues to be a significant factor in military tactics. Precision-guided munitions have replaced the crude bombs of yore, but the concept remains the same. Thus, born amid the fires of World War I, strategic bombing has indelibly shaped the face of modern warfare.